is breaking news from Fox 59 News.
More than 7 years after the murders of 2 teens in Delphi, jury selection in the highly anticipated trial of the accused killer Richard Allen is starting.
Allen, as you know, is charged with the murders of Abby Williams and Libby German in 2017. We now know that more than half the jury has been selected so far. Thanks for joining us. I'm Nick McGill.
And I'm Beershella May. Well, first pitch in the NLCS game between the Mets and the Dodgers will be in a few minutes from now. But in the meantime, we wanted to bring you live into the action with what's happening right now. We do want to get that update from jury selection in the Delphi double murders case. It is happening out in Allen County.
Yeah, our Russ McQuaid and Max Lewis have been in court since this morning. They're joining us now live from the Allen County Courthouse. Guys.
Good afternoon, Beershell. And so we have 11 jurors at this point. We need 12, plus we need 4 alternates. We still have 5 to go. 11 jurors, 7 women, 4 men, and our own Max Lewis has been in that courtroom all day long. And Max, you sat through all the jury selection, which has gone several rounds, which we never would have expected. What can you tell us, just short biographical sketches of who will be sitting in judgment of Richard Allen?
Yeah, and it appears that the 4th round just wrapped up because a prospective juror just walked out, so we should be getting hopefully an update here soon. But yeah, as you said, 7 women, 4 men. We know they include a FedEx driver, a school counselor, as well as a nurse. All of the prospective jurors were asked if they had any relation to law enforcement as well. 2 of the jurors do. One of them, their father is a police officer. The other has a cousin who is a police officer. So those were some interesting tidbits, and it was interesting to see the attorneys try and pick and choose who they wanted for what and what will suit their case.
Well, and what I found interesting for the morning session when I was sitting in there, and that's when you start to hear the attorneys start to trot out what their theories on this and how they're going to present their case. So it was interesting. For the first time, you get to hear what some of the allegations are, one of the supposed strong points, but also where you could poke some of the holes in the state's case. I found it was interesting that he said, well, we've got Richard Allen confessing 61 times, but more or less saying to the jurors, how many of you watch CSI? Well, how would you feel if we didn't have DNA and we didn't have a murder weapon and we didn't have all of our phone data? Right. To which left me sitting there going, well, they just must be softening up the ground, saying, don't expect we've got this, because we don't.
Yeah, there were a lot of questions about the evidence. How much evidence? The prosecutor kept asking, do you need a murder weapon to convict? Do you need DNA to convict? Some jurors said yes, some said no. It did sort of set up what we have known for quite a while, is that they don't have some of those solid core parts of evidence, at least that we don't know about. They don't have those for their case. The other interesting thing was the defense team, and they're poking sort of holes in the case already. By the way, the prosecution and the defense were each allowed to give a mini opening statement. It was about 5 minutes where they sort of laid out their case. And the defense, you know, those confessions have really been a huge part of this case. But the defense attorney, Andrew Baldwin, said, well, Richard Allen did confess to killing the girls, but not in the way it happened. He said that Richard Allen confessed to shooting them and then burying them. Neither of those things have happened from what we can tell. So the confession basically sort of, you know, putting forward that was a false confession. That's what they're having to say.
And to listen to both sides take the same coin and flip it on either side. For instance, with the prosecution saying, if you hear it from his mouth, do you take that as gospel? And somebody said, well, yeah, because he said it. And other people said, right, well, depression, anxiety, mental illness can make you say different things. And of course, the defense comes back with, well, what if you find out that he was living in some coercive incarceration conditions? Yeah. And a woman who was a nurse, another one who was a school teacher, I don't know if they made the jury, said, yes, that would definitely be something that I would consider. So like I said, it's interesting to watch both sides kind of work this, and you're starting to see it trot out, or they're both quoting the same evidence, but they're putting their own spin on it.
Yeah, absolutely. And it really is interesting to see the questioning. There are, you know, a lot of people are very forthcoming, a lot of the jury, potential jurors, very forthcoming about mental health issues. And, you know, you could see each side sort of latch on to that, because the defense obviously would love to have them on their jury, more sympathy for mental health and probably sympathy for Richard Allen's state when he made those statements.
Now, are you surprised that we have moved this quickly through? I thought if we were lucky by the end of the day, we'd have 5. We're up to 11.
Yeah.
We've got a comrade inside inside the courtroom now, so we may even be at our limit right now. But I am surprised to see this move so quickly right now through the system to get to this point.
Yeah, we're scheduled for 3 days here. In the first round of jury selection, they picked 6 people. The second round, they picked 3. Then the third round, they only picked 1 juror. So we, again, are getting our total of 11. Again, we believe that the 4th round of jury selection has wrapped up, so we're not exactly sure what the numbers are, but it does appear that it is somewhat slowing down, but still moving really fast.
Well, they sent out about 300 summonses to the good people of Allen County to come and serve on this jury, showing them 50 people into the room at a time, then putting 12 in the box and doing the questioning. I would have thought if you're asking jurors to drop their lives in Allen County to drive 2 hours away to Delphi to sit on a case that didn't even happen in their town. And oh, by the way, you get to stay at a hotel in Lafayette, away from your family, away from social media, away from, watching TV, watching media. I would have thought people would have said, this is going to be such a hardship on me. So I'm surprised that they've been able to fill this jury box as much as they have. However, I did find interesting at least one of the arguments this morning, Max, when a man piped right up before the attorneys even got a hold of him. He said, Your Honor, I got to tell you, I'm a psychic.
Yes.
And as a psychic, I'm very tuned in to the vibrations and to the emotions in this courtroom. And I can read this courtroom, and I've got to tell you that I've already made up my mind, and I would be a great asset to the prosecution if I were to serve on this jury.
Yeah, there were some funny moments. One person said they didn't like the color green. They wouldn't trust a witness who wore the color green. So there have been some of those sort of head turners in the courtroom.
I guess they were looking for that. All right, we are standing by. We are still waiting for more information to come out of this courthouse, and when we have it, we will bring it to you online, live in Fort Wayne. I'm Russell McQuaid for Max Lewis, Fox 59 News.
Thank you, gentlemen, to you both. Of course, there's so many nuances when you're going into jury selection, so we're hearing just a peek of how this trial may go. And there's also more coming out from the family as well.
A lot more. We'll be covering this trial here extensively. As a reminder, though, the judge says there will be no cameras in the courtroom, so we'll just be relaying what occurs there inside.
And there's also a gag order in place, which means parties involved in this trial are not allowed to speak with people like Max, like Russ, the reporters out there. But Libby's grandmother did make a post on social media this morning, and we want to share that with you. And it addressed Libby rather, and she says, quote, "Today is finally the day. We will all be there side by side to honor and support you. It all seems like a dream that is about to turn into a nightmare. Maybe when this is over, we will learn to move forward. Maybe not. One thing is for certain, though, we will live our lives loving and honoring you."
And it's important to remember another 2 young girls at the center of this. Abby Williams, Libby German, best friends when they were killed in February of 2017. The girls were in the same class at Delphi Community Middle School. Both of them played on the volleyball team, and both loved to create art.
And of course, we will stay on top of every moment in this case. So thanks for tuning in. We'll send you now back to the National League Championship Series and the first pitch, which will happen in just a few minutes.
That's right. Tune into our news partners on CBS 4 at 5 p.m. for more updates on the Delphi trial, as well as our Weather Authority forecast and our headlines of the day. Coverage will also continue on fox59.com. We'll see you back here tonight at 10.